everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. I am your host tonight, Tim the Hulk Bracala. I am here with one beautiful blue-haired man. His name is Caleb Coho. Caleb, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. This is going to be a great match that I'm super excited to see. The last one that we have here in round number one of this tournament. Dominic, Rizzi, former champ, coming in number one seed. He was the number one seed last year, and hopefully we'll see if he can capitalize on that number one seed this year. But he's playing no slouch of a 16 seed. Mark Camire played for the team's title twice. So Mark is a formidable player. Not a lot of luck against Jacoby last time. We're going to see if that was a one-time showing or if he's going to get right back on track and pull off the upset of the tournament. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Mark narrowly getting in here through the five-way play-in, but nonetheless, like you said, very worthy competitor. He's shown time and time again, especially like you said, in teams that he belongs here.
Absolutely.
Last time in his match against Jacoby, just kind of got a bad spin. It didn't go his way with that one, but I don't think that was based on his knowledge alone.
Right.
I think that was based on just poor spins. And this game has shown time and time again, spins can make or break you. So will it go in his favor? Will it go in Dom's favor? Dom most recently, again, playing for the title against Scully. We saw how that went. That was a to-the-wire game. It really couldn't go either way. Arguably one of the best title matches we've ever had here at Fandom Fights. So both competitors, no slouches. I'm really excited. Let's get right into it, starting with the promos right now.
What up, baby?
Oh, hey, Jay. What's up?
Oh, not much. You know, I'm at work. I was wondering what was going on. Somebody just dropped a link. Apparently, there's a match that's going on today.
Oh, are we supposed to be here?
Well, it's not a tag team titles match, so I don't know if we're actually supposed to be here. But they've got you. I guess they've got you playing against a movie nerd. I hear the movie nerd. And we know the movie nerd. But we know there's a little bit of history here. I think you got this.
You're referring to Dominic, my white whale in these fan leagues. Yeah. Why do they always put me up against this guy? Do they just love to see me come so close only to fall? Are they that sycophantic?
Can't put you up against anybody else. That's just it, because it would be an unfair advantage. You guys are so evenly matched when it comes to a lot of your stuff that they have to keep putting you up against the best. And sometimes, the cards fall the way they fall, and probability says it's got to be you at least one time, and I feel like that's going to be today.
Well, I enjoy those odds, so let's have it out. Dom, you and me. One more again, as they say here in the South. Cheers.
I showed up by myself today. I'm in my dad's wine store. It's really nice. I like the backdrop. Hopefully it's not too intimidating. Mark, I'm sorry that you have to keep facing me. If it helps, it's not you. It's me. The same thing happened with Boatman over in Warzone. We faced each other like 18 times, and he just could not stop facing me. And but rather than focus on the match, in order to keep it a little bit lighthearted, I'm just gonna, since I am the movie nerd, of course, I'm just gonna run off a list of movies that were supposed to have come out by now. Quiet Place, Mulan, No Time to Die, Promising Young Woman, Black Widow, Jigsaw, and Fast and Furious 9 were all supposed to have come out in theaters by now. And other than that, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it, and I'm ready to play a good game like I always do.
All right, Caleb. Well, some interesting promos. These competitors excited to play each other, it seems like. Dom seems a lot more calm than I expected. Maybe that's just his thing, but, Mark seems like he finally wants to get this win over Dom, that it's his white whale. It's been happening for a while. He wants it. Caleb, your thoughts about the promos before we get into round number one?
Echoing Jay's sentiment, it has to be Mark at least one of these times, right? But this is going to be a good match. Last time I was in a match that both these guys were in, I was managing the opposite wine celery human. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two do with different management, different play styles, and in a division that isn't called Movie Warzone. So we'll see how these guys go in this one.
Fair enough. Okay, well, as we bring in the competitors, I will explain round number one. It works like this. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 different realms of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If either of you gentlemen or both of you gentlemen get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question that is also worth 1 point. You have 3 repeats, not 3 peats, that'd be weird, and a challenge rule. Any questions, gentlemen, as we get into round number 1?
Can we agree that the winner gets a bottle of the finest Cabernet?
I will send a person. I've actually got some really expensive bottles here too. So
fair enough. And joke's on you. The winners are me and Caleb for being so lovely. Okay, guys, question number 1. Mark hates me and gave me a look of disdain as I said that.
Stole my wine.
Question number 1 is coming from Star Trek. What was the last film in the Star Trek franchise to feature the character of Dr. Carol Marcus? Round 1 of this tournament has been knuckin' futz.
That is true as shit. And truer words have never been spoken, my man.
I've really enjoyed everything, of course, from matches that I've played in myself, but also just watching these matches. It's been fantastic.
Insanity.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Mark.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
And Dom.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
Both are correct.
All right, guys. Your second question comes to the category of DC. In A History of Violence, Tom's son gets picked on in gym class after they play what sport in the class?
I've said it. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you
Bit of a thinker, one might say there, Mr. Bacala.
Yeah, well, I've said it time and time again. I love this movie. I like to write questions about it, but it's only 90 minutes, so it's getting harder.
To quote the great Mike Hanley, it's a great fucking movie.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Dom.
Soccer?
It's incorrect, Mark.
Volleyball?
Also incorrect. We were looking for baseball.
Good old American baseball.
No perfect rounds here today, but next question, guys, is in the category of the Wizarding World. These are the movies with the wizards. In the prison.
That's not me, I swear.
Okay, we're good.
Okay,
all right.
I thought someone was coming into the wine store. I was like,
I'm like, no, not me. Store's closed.
In The Prisoner of Azkaban, what is the name of Hermione's cat?
I genuinely thought for a moment. Dom said his store was closed, and there was a beeping sound like someone had entered the store. I was like, "Are we going to watch Dominic beeper?"
Amazing, but 1 on the back, and 2, the store closes at 7. So
we got that electric deadbolt.
Fair.
Oh, yeah.
You're ready for that apocalypse.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Mark.
Yeah, Nashville's a mess. I'm ready. Crookshanks.
That is correct, Dom.
Crookshanks.
Awesome. Both correct.
All right. Your fourth question of the round comes to the category of Disney live action. Gore Verbinski directed the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean films, and what other Disney live action film?
Do you like Disney live action films, Caleb?
I do, especially those first 3 by Mr. Verbinski.
The Pirates ones that are aforementioned.
Absolutely. The aforementioned Pirates of la Caribbean.
3, 2, 1. Going to Dom.
The Lone Ranger.
And Mark.
The Lone Ranger.
All right, both keeping pace, 3-3.
I don't like that one as much.
Next question is Oscars. Spider-Man 2 was nominated for visual effects, sound editing, and what other Oscar?
Do you like the 4th film directed by Mr. Verbinski at all?
To tell you the truth, I saw it in the theater, and I enjoyed it. And then I got it when it came out on Blu-ray. I watched it again, thought it was fine, and I have not seen it since. So I haven't seen it in probably 6 years.
I watched it on a Redbox DVD.
4, 3,
I thought,
2, 1. I saw it the same night that I saw The Heat, the Sandra Bullock one. I did a double feature. Okay, Mark, we'll go to you.
Is a best costume design?
Incorrect, Dom.
I put sound editing.
That is correct.
Nice.
all right. Your next question is in the category of the MCU.
I gotta get up early.
In Avengers Endgame, who is the first of the original 6 Avengers we see on screen?
I guess I just need to go and get dropped off at my car.
I just went quiet because I'm listening to the dulcet
I have
tones
a lesson to teach at 10.
conversations.
So it's right. I mean,
Probably.
like I said, it's Central Pike. And
Very interesting.
Road, which is
5,
I'm interested.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Mr. Rizzi
Clint Barton, Hawkeye.
Oh yeah.
and Mark.
You good, dude?
Hawkeye, Clint Barton.
Last night I took
Correct. 5.
All right, guys, your next question is in the category of the we just did MCU. Disney animation. What male name does Mulan go by when she's a soldier in Mulan?
You can't say I didn't try to put in extra hours this week.
So, Tim,
Yes.
I have a question for you. Are you ready to get down to business?
To defeat the Huns?
Absolutely.
5, 4,
Yeah,
3,
I hope it's not
2, 1. Pens down. I don't remember where we are, so we'll go to Mark.
Is it Chew?
It's incorrect. Dom.
Is it Ping?
Ping is correct.
It is Ping. Yeah, that's right.
Is correct.
I mean, we thought it might be bad.
Right on.
All right, your next question is in the category of YA dystopia. In The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, whose name is drawn at the reaping other than Katniss?
It's overcharged. It's good. I'm like, all right. That's a good thing.
When we say let's get down to business to defeat the Huns, by the Huns we mean Caleb Boatman, correct?
But isn't it, since it's a hybrid?
Usually.
Usually.
Yeah, more often than not.
I start to call him now Belloc Manboat.
That's my name. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dom.
PETA.
That is incorrect. Mark.
Primrose Everdeen?
Also incorrect. We're looking for Haymitch.
Haymitch Abernathy.
You said Catching Fire, didn't you?
Yes, sir, we did.
Yeah. Yep.
No worries. They all blend together.
They really do.
Okay, guys. Next question is going to be the category of quotes. Who was the first Bond actor to say the famous line, "The name is Bond, James Bond"?
Have you ever walked into a store or an establishment at one point in your life and just said the name is Bracala, Tim Bracala?
No, but I've walked into a place and said, "Hey, my name is Caleb Coho," and then I stole a bunch of stuff, and then they drove to your house and arrested you because you're a thief.
Well,
5,
that explains why I woke up in the county jail.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dom.
Roger Moore?
That is incorrect. Mark.
The OG, Sean Connery.
That is correct.
All right, and your last question of the round comes to the category of Pixar. In Toy Story 4, who voices Forky?
I'm trash.
That's what I say to myself every day when I look in the mirror.
Same. I look at myself and I go, "Man, you are fucking trash."
I don't think they can put the fucking part into a Pixar.
And then I say that, and then all of a sudden the beautiful voice of Nicholas Tuig comes in and goes, "I won't let you.
I can't let you.
I
I
won't
can't
let
let
you." All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Mark.
Can I request to hear Nicholas Tuig actually do that?
Yes.
Tony Hale.
That is correct. And Dom.
Tony Hale.
All right, that is also correct. And as we end round number 1, it is a close match. Dom has 7 points. Mark has 6. Both of these competitors on fire tonight, Caleb, as we get into round number 2. And this is how it works. Caleb's going to bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. It's got 10 slices on it. 2 of them are spinners and opponent's choice, but the rest are 8 other categories. If you spin, you can choose to keep that, or you can choose to spin again if you don't like what you spin the first time. 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece. If you want to go to multiple choice, you can, but it devalues it to being worth 1. You both still have all 3 of your repeats in your challenge rules. So, Dom, because you're in the lead, you're going to get to choose to spin first or second, but the categories on today's wheel are Wizarding World, Fandom Oscars, Middle-earth, MCU, Jurassic Park, Disney Animation, Scores and Soundtracks, and Disney Live Action. Having heard those categories, do you want to go first or second?
I'm going to let Mark go first.
Sounds good. All right, so we'll bring in his manager, Jay, and then we'll spin dat wheel, as they say.
Absolutely, and the spin is away. It lands on the category of Scores and Soundtracks. Would you like to keep your spin again?
You're one of the only people I know who knows a lot. You and Coho are really the only two I would actually suggest to take this category.
Right.
But it is a pretty favorable wheel. I don't have a problem with you spinning again. It did get pretty close to opponent's choice, but if you're comfortable with it, I say we take it. If not, there's no harm in spinning again.
That's true. Yeah, let's spin again and see. Come with me.
All right, then you're stuck with whatever you land on. You land on the category of Middle-earth.
All right.
All right, Caleb, to save you embarrassment from
Thank you.
the media, I will ask Mark his questions in Middle-earth. Are you ready, sir?
Sure.
All right. Your first question in Middle-earth. In The Return of the King, who kills the Witch King?
Eowyn.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In An Unexpected Journey, who is the first character from the Lord of the Rings trilogy that we physically see on screen?
Frodo Baggins.
Incorrect, Dom. Chance for the 2-point steal.
Bilbo Baggins.
That is correct for the 2-point steal.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
All right. Next question from Mark. Whose voice do we first hear in The Fellowship of the Ring?
Galadriel.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. At the start of the Battle of the Five Armies, Gandalf is captured in a cage at what location?
This one always. Multiple choice.
A. Lake Town. B. Dol Guldur. C. The Lonely Mountain. Or D. Mirkwood Forest.
Dol Guldur.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in Middle-earth. Who plays Wormtongue in The Two Towers?
Oh, you know, the Chucky doll guy. And I cannot believe. Wow. All right, multiple choice. Jesus.
Yep, your options are A. Sam Comrie, B. Callum Gittins, C. Brad Dourif, or D. Bernard Hill.
Oh, Jay, don't be mad at me. It's Brad Dourif.
That is correct for 1 point. So at the end of Mark's turn, he had a very good round there, getting 4 out of 5. Brings his total up to 12, but Dom, with that 2-point steal, has 9 points, only 3 behind as we get into his spin.
All right, so we'll bring back up that lovely wheel. All right, Middle-earth is off the table for you, Dom, but the spin is away. It lands on Disney Live Action. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
All right, and you're stuck with whatever you land on this time, and you land on the category of MCU.
Perfect.
All right, MCU. I'll go ahead and give you your questions. Your first question, the category of the MCU. What is the name of the Kree homeworld in Captain Marvel?
Hala.
That is correct for 2 points. In Captain America, Civil War, what company does Stan Lee cameo as an employee for?
FedEx.
That's correct for 2 more points. Your third question. Who plays Sonny Birch in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Walton Goggins.
That's correct for 2 more points. Your penultimate question, the category of the MCU. What is the name of the realm that Thor and company go to fight the Frost Giants in Thor?
Jotunheim.
That's correct for 2 more points. And your last question on category round 2 MCU. What MCU character has the code name 89P13.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A. Groot, B. Valkyrie, C. Yonrog, or D. Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
That is correct for a point.
All right, so Dom.
Almost clean sweep.
Yeah, almost clean sweep there. 9 out of 10. He gets his total up to 18 points to Mark's 12. So this is still a close game as we get into round number 3. It's going to work like this. This is the ever so loved, universally acclaimed, beautifully admired betting round that everyone loves so much. This is how it works. You guys can choose whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points after hearing the category your question is going to come from. If you get the question right, you will win the points you bet. If you get the question wrong, you will lose the points you bet. The first person to be mathematically eliminated or reaches 0 will obviously lose. So are we good? Any questions as we get into the round?
Nope.
Okay, first round, you guys get, or first question, you guys can bet points on is Star Wars. So let's bring in Jay and to find out how many points you want to bet on Star Wars.
I wouldn't say bet the farm. I'd say play conservative. You got a little bit going because you never know. They could throw a Clone Wars question in there and nobody watched that.
That's true. So, well, he did, so maybe. But yeah, no, you're no, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Okay, we good?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, guys, let's start with Dom. How many points you betting?
0.
0. And Mark?
Big old goose egg.
All right, both going 0 on this one. This is a stats-only question, and the question is, in The Rise of Skywalker, when the group is on Kijimi, they learn that Poe used to do what?
This is a solid game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're at a 6-point game in round 3. There's crazier things have happened before.
Absolutely. Doug Castle went perfect all the way through.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dom.
Very unique and different type of character in Star Wars. He's a smuggler.
Let's go to Mark.
He would smuggle spice.
That is what I was specifically looking for. Spice. So, yes, we would. I mean, we all bet 0, but yeah, Mark is correct on that one. Smuggle spice. Caleb, what's the next category?
Your second question is in the category of Jurassic Park. How many points would you like to bet on Jurassic Park? And we'll bring in Mr. Burns.
We know how we all feel about this one.
Yeah. But still.
Yes. There are only 4 questions left, so we're going to have to start betting something here soon.
At some point, yeah. So, yep, we're good.
Okay. We'll get bets starting with Mark.
1.
And Dom.
0.
All right, your question in the category of Jurassic Park. Who plays Dr. Hammond in Jurassic Park?
Oh, yeah.
We know how we all feel about Jurassic Park, but how do they feel about how they bet on this specific Jurassic Park question?
Mr. Cody Newberry was upset.
It was very frustrating
when I tested this on him. Yes.
He test matched this game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Mark.
Richard Attenborough.
And Dom.
I was about to say, please, thank God, do not take points off for not including the Sir, Richard Attenborough.
We will not do that.
Thank God. I was at that showdown when that bullshit almost happened.
Not the showdown.
Yeah. So Mark does get the point, making it a 5-point game as we get into the next category, which is Rocky. I did an incoming message from Cody Newberry that says, "Kiss my ass." Kiss my ass.
Ooh.
It's Rocky. This is a Rocky category.
It's you nailed it.
So if you go 0 here, we got to bet the farm the rest of the way. So
True.
it's honestly it's up to you. Either you take a This is make or break right here.
Yep. So I got it though.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Let's go to Dom.
0.
All right, and Mark.
Good man, 0.
Okay. Guys, your question in Rocky. In Rocky Balboa, who wins the fight simulation of Dixon versus Balboa?
Both betting pretty conservatively through this round. It's very interesting strategy.
Yeah.
See if it pays off going to the last couple of questions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dom.
Rocky Balboa.
And Mark.
Yeah, simulation Balboa.
Both are correct. We get to your penultimate question of the round. MCU. How many points would you like to bet on the MCU?
Bring in Jay.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Burns.
If you
Come on,
must, bro.
Come on, son.
Bro.
Come on. Hit my buddy Christ, and I'm out.
All right. We will go get bets if we are ready, starting with Mark
2 points.
and Dom.
2.
All right, your question, the category of the MCU. In Captain America, the Winter Soldier, who saves the team after they are captured by Hydra after the highway fight?
I like this movie.
I like this movie as well.
This
I like
movie
it.
is one of those ones that they say slaps.
This is one that I would give it fucking slaps. Right.
Yes, a fucking slaps. Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to Mark first.
Maria Hill.
That's correct. And Dom.
Maria Hill.
And your winner, Dominic Rizzi. Score of 20-15. What a match, Caleb.
What a match indeed.
Yeah, no, this was a good one. Mark fought pretty hard all the way through. I mean, had he not given up that 2-point steal, this is a pretty different game going into round 3. But I'm honestly very happy with how this turned out. I mean, they both played really extremely well. This is a very hard fought match all the way through. They both did great in round 2, both did great in round 1. This just shows these two players know what they're doing. And it was exciting to be a part of. Why don't we bring in our winner, Rizzi? Rizzi, I will start off by saying this. How does it feel to get a win after losing the belt? What are your goals going forward now here?
Well, first, my goals are the same as they've always been, which is to play trivia and have fun, because that's why I do this, first and foremost. I don't do this for belts. Yeah, like I said, that loss, it sucked, but any loss sucks. I played my damnedest after that match, and I had a great time playing against Mark. Like I said, I got really lucky with that round 2 question. And yeah, I'm just very happy that finally, I finally learned from my past 3 games now of betting killing me, where it literally came to the last question where I finally actually learned to bet when I needed to. That actually helped me. So maybe that'll actually help me going forward in my future matches.
Absolutely. I will say this. Your next matchup in round 2 is decided. You are going to be playing Caleb Coho.
Yeah, that's right.
In your next match.
Yeah,
So
with the questions, Coho, you and I played in Fandom before, or just Full Metal Geek? Okay.
We have never played Fandom before. I don't think we've ever played Full Metal Geek 1-on-1 before either.
Yeah, no, it was only the 4-way, I think, was the last time we fought. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to face you for a while. I didn't care if it was Fandom or Warzone, but like I said, I'm looking forward to this match.
awesome.
I'll just say this real quick. Dom, I respect your knowledge. I respect your game. I hope you do well. I think I'm one of the only people in this game that knows you inside and out. So this will be a fun one.
All right. Well, look, all I'm gonna say is keep thinking that.
Okay.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good one. Let's bring in Mark, our unfortunate loser today. But loser is kind of a horrible word to use because you played lights out, Mark. You got 4 out of 5 questions in round 2. You scored 6 points in round 1. Any other matchup, and this is it. I know you wanted to beat Dom. I know you wanted he's your white whale, like you said, but you came closer than I did. So I mean, like you did really well today. Props to you. How are you feeling about the match?
Not too shabby considering I was just kind of plunged into it from out of nowhere. But I mean, and against Dom no less. I go, okay, cool. We're doing this one again. Hey, kudos to Dom for knowing his MCU. So I can't harp on him too hard. And he got my round 2 steal. So if I had just thought about it a little further, I would have realized, oh yeah, Bilbo does show up before Frodo. You hear him, but you see him too. So that's on me. And I'm just hoping I didn't make my beloved Jay cry too hard with that multiple choice Brad
Dorff question hurts. No, they both played a hell of a game today. What it really comes down to is honestly that 2-point steal, maybe a use of a repeat right there, and
the betting.
I mean,
it was the betting.
The betting round.
Yeah,
we knew like all of those questions got answered. You had them all correct. We just didn't have proper bets in place. And sometimes you got to take that risk, and we're gonna have to move forward, and we're gonna have to adjust to that. Because you answered all of them correctly. You just didn't put anything. We just didn't bet anything.
Too many goose eggs.
That's the worst part. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's what did it. So.
Yeah, so we are, unfortunately, Mark, we're not going to see you back in singles for a little bit, but we are going to be seeing, again, we just talked about Dom's playing Coho. Later on at the end of the summer, we are going to see Necronomicon back playing Ascendant, which is Caleb and Cameron. So how are you two feeling about that as your next match for both of you in Fandom?
Well, shall we go back to the study book and recite some old passages in order to gain the power of the Elder Ones so that we can once again ascend to the status we belong, Jay?
They can throw anybody they want at us. It really all depends. I don't have a problem. I love Coho, and Cameron knows his stuff. But they are just a stepping stone. They're in our way, and that's what it comes down to. Is if we have to play them for another shot at another title, I have no problems with that. I've wanted to play Coho for a while. I've also wanted to team up with Coho in another league for a while. So it's like we kind of know each other a little bit, and I just want to see who can come out on top. Giggity. But I don't think it's going to be Ascendant. I don't think they can rise to that challenge. I think Necronomicon's got that in the books.
Awesome. Well, we will see that at the end of July. That is going to be Necronomicon versus Ascendant winner going against me and Tuig for the titles. So that'll be very exciting. That is going to do it today for Fandom Fights. Caleb, any final thoughts about this match?
I gotta rein in the heel, Tim. I'm trying really hard to rein in the heel.
Yep.
But this was a great match. Both played really well. I'm excited to play Rizzi in round 2. I'm excited to play Mark and Jay at the end of the summer. This is gonna be a good summer. I think we're in for a good round 2.
Yeah, I agree. We got a lot of great matches coming up, guys. Next week we have got the match of Nick versus Jacoby, and then after that we have 2, and then we also have
RJ
and Tyler. So both those matches coming up next week in Fandom Fights, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. That was Jay and Mark. That was Dominic. This has been Caleb. I have been Tim. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see you next week with round 2 of the singles tournament. Peace out. Bring in the dancing manatees.